And welcome back. If you watched my setup video, now I'm ready to go. I am playing Lost Empires, War of a New Sun, and in this game I'm going to be playing 2-player, solo. I'm just going to play both of them to the best of my ability and see how it goes before I have a go at the solo variant, which is also part of the Kickstarter that I got. Briefly, we have a set of cards. We've got 2 enemies. We've got a set of alien constructs that we're going to be fighting over control in order to get artifacts that we can put on our artifact collection tableaus to open a worm gate and win. So basically we've got to get 16 to win. First one to 16 wins. So I've set up and we might as well go for it. I've got the sheet that I'm working through. This is my first game, so excuse any horrible mistakes. If I see any mistakes, put in a comment and I will edit, put a comment in the bottom of the video. So the game goes through 5 phases. So we have an orders phase, a control phase, a gate phase, a casualty phase, and a wrap-up phase. So the players alternate in the orders phase. So let's see what we can do. So starting with the first player, alternate turns issuing orders. So since I've got no one on board, I'm going to start with Feng Hive and have a look at my cards that I've got. Okay, so I've got 2 command and 1 supply, and that's determined on here, which I can spend. I'm pretty sure you can only activate 1 card. I think you can play more than 1 card, play a unit from the battlefield. I don't think there's any restriction. This is going to be one of those kind of playthroughs where I'm going to be looking up the rules and using, I think, out loud protocol. Okay, you can alternate turns. There is no limit to the number of orders you can do. However, they must issue 1 play or 1 activate order. If they can't, they must pass. Okay, play unit. The only restriction is you can only activate 1 unit. Take 1 activate unit action per turn. You can play a support, you can play a card from hand, they may play that. I think we can play as many as we've got. So what have we got? So this one's going to cost me 1, 3, can't do that one. Oh, that was 0. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see how that works. That one's got frontline, and frontline is a special feature. I do believe they can activate on their first turn. I'm not going to worry about that actually. I think what I'll do is I'm going to spend 1. So I flip over command to have my Cyber Trooper. You may activate Cyber Trooper without paying command. If you do, the Cyber only takes 1 action. That's pretty cool, but I can't do it this turn because I've just arrived. Okay, so now it would be the other person's turn because we're alternating. If I'm reading that correctly. Yep, so issuing orders. So now let's have a look and see what this one's got. Orbital Strike. Elite. Each time he damages a unit, gain 2 artifacts. That's pretty cool. I don't have one of those, so that's going to cost me 2. And because they're elite, we stick a elite token on them just to remind us that if they die, we get an artifact. Then we're back to Feng Hive, and I am going to play marching orders because that costs me nothing. Discard that, move 1 friendly unit. And I'm going to move over to the outer objective because this is a game above control. Then we'll look at TerraCorp. They have no more. Oh, here we go. I can do an airstrike. maybe I'll put my discards on the other side, then I won't get them mixed up. Deal 1 damage to 1 unit. Why not? So we'll do 1 damage, do an airstrike on the Cyber Trooper. It's not going to kill them, but it's a good start. Now we're back to Feng. And Feng has only got 1 command left and 1 supply. But we could spend that and have Ferric Hulk. And then if we look at the TerraCorp, they've got no command and nothing for free, so they can't do anything. So we're all passed. So that's the end of the orders phase. Now we do control phase, and we look at who's controlling what. So namely these 3. Those who have got no one, this one is uncontested. So I get a artifact, and that can go on, well, that goes on here. So that goes on, so we'd collect any artifacts, they will go on our hive. And that was one of the erratas. If you haven't seen this, there was a mistake in the rules saying that you get 2 for the outer, but you don't. You only get 2 for the inner. You get a single. You only get a single artifact for the outer ones. Okay, so that's control phase done. Then we do gate phase. I don't have 4, so I can't. Oh, player with 4 tokens discards them and flip them. Yeah, so I can't. I haven't got 4, so that just sits there. Casualty phase. No one's got 3 damage. Early days. Wrap up. If I had any enemy, if I was at the enemy hive, I'd have to fall back. That's not happening. I don't have anyone that's drained. I refresh. So the next round is going to be exciting because I'm going to have a lot more command points. So the first turn is a bit quiet. That's assuming that I've done that right. Quick look at the... Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we refresh those. Everyone draws a card. So we'll draw a card. And then we pass the first player token. Next round, starting with the orders. So we're over here now, but now we've got 4 command. And I've got my elite. And he can attack. And he can move. I wonder if he can probably move and attack. Let's check that out. Pretty sure I can move and attack. Activate. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, you get actions. Yeah. So when you do a activate, you can activate them with supply or command. If you activate them with command, you get 2 actions. And I could do a move and a attack. Can't do 2 attacks, so I'm going to do that. Let's get some combat on. So I'll spend a... And then I'm going to move to the contested. And then I'm going to attack. And I'm pretty sure the left is attack and the right is defend. We'll check that just to make sure that I've not gone... Be really ashamed to do my first combat wrong. Here's the picture of the cards. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so defense is on the right and attack is on the left. And it's pretty much, we just roll the dice. Everyone gets a dice roll. So let's put in a box. You get a 3. So we're on 6. And then we'll defend for a 1. And because I won, that means I get 2 damage. It's better defending. Yep. If they're tied, it would be the same. So I get 2 damage, so this goes to a 3. And because each time it damages a unit, we gain an artifact. And that's their turn done. Now it's Feng's turn. And I'm going to move. Oh, he's activated. So I should have put a drained token on him, because that just reminds me that he's done. So what are we going to do here? He's going to die, so he might as well, he can activate for free and do an attack for 1. Yeah, give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? He might get a critical. Okay, so we're going to attack for free. And he gets a 2, so he's on 3. He's on defense 2. Oh, he gets a 4. He would have bounced, anything would have bounced off, so no damage there. He's going to be drained. And then it's orders. What are we going to do here? Choose up to 2 objectives. Deal 1 damage to all units at those objectives. I don't want to do an orbital strike. That would be crazy. I really like my specialists. 2 enemy units. I don't have another one of these. I like those. Because that's going to cost me 2. And they are going to be elite. So I need another little elite token. Now it's Feng. So what does it say? You can activate only activate 1 unit per turn. Taking first player alternate turns issuing orders. There's no limit to number players can issue during their turn. However, they must have 1. You can play 3 possible things they can do during. So I'm just reading the turn. Player unit, order phase. That order will continue giving orders and alternating turns. Okay, so technically this is a new turn where I'm doing orders. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, what do I want to recruit first? Let's see. I've got 3. I have a tank. 1, 2, 3 for tank. Oh, this one's interesting. So now it's these guys, 2 objectives. I don't want to do the orbital strike, missile barrage. I guess we'll do a recruit if we can. It's a 1 and a 1. So that's costing me a supply and a command. Okay. Now it's this guy. Let's have a look. What do I want to do? He can move, and we've got, yeah, I can't recruit anything. So I'm going to do a command so he can then move twice. So he'll move to the objective and then move to here. Because this is the one to keep. You've got to go in through the sides. This one's tapped out. This one's tapped out. Right, where are we? And this is where we go back to the game round reference. So now do control. This one's contended, and they both have a control of 1. And I'm pretty sure contended, both players want to do with the highest total wins. Pretty sure draw turns into nothing. But we'll have a look. Control phase, contested battlefield, highest objective gains an artifact. If it's a tie, no artifacts are gained. So they're 1 and 1. So that one's thing. This one is great because we're going to get 2. Because it's the central one. Okay. So then we get to gate phase. No one's got 4. Casualty phase. That one's dead because he's got 3. So they can go on discard. Tokens can go away. Wrap up phase. Get rid of our drained. Flip over our resource. Everyone gets a card. Play a token. And next round. Right, getting into the swing of this. Okay. So, why don't we... I want to fortify, so I'm going to spend 2 to get my tank into the middle. Actually, that's a dumb idea, because if you look at its special features, I should have used its front line actually. When it resolves a move, you may immediately move or make an attack with a friendly non-edge guard unit. But that still counts as your attack, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to recruit something. I'm going to have one of these, a ranger. Quite like them. So it's going to cost me 2. Okay, what do we get here? Damage to 1 unit. Orbital strike. That could be fun. Missile barrage. I think we've got to get into the center. So I think we're going to actually spend that and move into the center. Alright, and of course we're going to do the same. So I'm going to move into the center. This is going to get ugly. And, oh, they moved, so they activated, so they're drained. Good thing to remember. But this one, when it resolves a move, you may immediately move or make an attack with a friendly non... So he could attack. That's not a bad idea, actually. I think that counts as my attack, though. I don't think it does count as my attack. Just a second. I think it only counts as attack if you use it as an activation. So basically, I'm getting a free attack with this one against that one. That's why I'm reading it, and that's what I'm going to do. So he's got 1. So he's got a 3. This one's got a 1. And gets a 2. So that's a 3. Pretty sure when it's draw, I take 1 damage. Quick look at the damage tide. Yep. So you're going to take 1 damage. Okay. So that was Feng's turn. Now we're on to here, and we've got 3 to recruit. I think I'm going to spend 2 and move this guy and attack. So I can use 1 to move, 1 to attack. And we are going to attack that one to try and kill him. So where's our dice? Oh, get a 4. I think that's a critical. I'll look that up in a minute. And a 2. So you're down to 3. So what happens if I attack with a critical? I think we get an extra damage. If you face it with a critical inside, roll the critical at least 1 damage. It deals an additional damage. So he's going to do 2 damage. Oh no, he's not. He's going to do 3 damage. So he gets 2 for the hit and 1 for the critical. So that guy's toast. Now we have a drained. And that's that part of the turn. So now we're on to these ones. He's going to die. So we might as well activate him. And do what he can. So we'll activate him to fight the Balisc. he gets a 3, and Ballas gets a 2. So he's going to take 2 damage. So he's toast as well. It's a bit pointless putting a drained on because they're going to be dead anyway. Okay, so that's Feng. Now we're back over to here. Still got 2 command points. 2 objective, do 2 damage. There's no point. Airstrike, do 1 damage to 1 unit. I'm going to do an airstrike. Oh, what's that one doing over there? Oh no, I'm going to recruit. I've still got a power and a command. I can have another one of those. Feng. They've got 1 left. So I guess we'll have another recruit because we can. And start spreading out. These ones are going to do the airstrike. Hopefully I didn't get confused with my piles. Maybe I'll put the discards on the floor and then I won't get confused. Okay, so we did an airstrike. We're going to do a 1 damage to that one. Just to... Actually, I'm going to do it on that one. Just to tick it over. They're tapped out. They're tapped out. Okay. Control phase. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening here. Here we've got 2, 3. Here we've got 2, 3. It's a tie. No one's getting any treasure. Gate phase. No one's got 4. Casualty phase. You're dead. And you're dead. And then we go to wrap up phase. I really like this command turning over. Reminds me a bit like Radlin's. I liked it in there as well. Okay, we'll get a card. Swap the play count. And we're on to a new round. Okay. It's got 3 defense. That's really harsh. Missile barrage. I wonder if we could do something. 2 objectives, do 1 damage. You don't want to do that. Missile barrage. Choose up to 2 enemy units at their battlefield and make an attack against each unit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to do my attacks. Oh, do I need a 2? It's a bit of a waste. Do I need any? I can't use any, so I might as well just do it as a 1. I'll do an attack against the edge guard with my Spyroxen specialist. And get a 4. He is awesome. Critical hit. Oh. Off the table doesn't count. 2. So we've got a 5 versus a 7. So that means I do 3 damage, which means I hit 4, which I'm pretty sure is instant death. You get removed immediately. We'll look at that. I'm pretty sure that is the way it goes, which would be very handy. 4 plus damage, the dead head count returns to destroy the unit, then discard it, is immediately destroyed. Discard it from play and place it on its owner's. So you're dead. And you damaged a unit, so you gain an artifact. Merry Christmas. And you are tired, but satisfied. Okay. Frontline. Maybe I should look up what frontline does. Pretty sure they can activate at the same time. Choose one friendly unit. Just a second, let's look at frontline. Frontline is a keyword, a unit that can be activated during the same turn it is played. If it is activated during that duration, it has a +1 offense. Well, I might as well play it and activate it for 1 and just move, because that's all we can do anyway. There's nothing else to fight with. And then it's back to and I'm gonna move him to there. I can move, he could attack as well, couldn't he? That's per turn. You're only allowed to activate 1 unit action per turn, and these are rounds, so then it's backwards and forwards order, taking turns. So I can do 1, so I can activate him. So he's activated, he moves 1, he can attack for 2, and he gets a 1, which is rubbish, and he gets a 2. So it's 4 against 4. He'll take 1 damage. He damages a unit, we gain an artifact. Oh yeah, so cool. And he's drained. Feng has got a little bit of command. Oh, what's this one? You may place it in an objective that you have a friendly unit. Oh, okay. Oh, that's funny, because this one takes a supply, which I've used, so I can't use it, which is annoying. Front line, they can, that's going to be too expensive, and that's another front line, and I can't afford that. So all I can do, I could move some of these guys though. Why don't we do a move and attack? Because it is a new turn, as it were. So we're going to attack for 4, but not a critical. Defend for 2, so that's 6 against 4. I do 2 damage. Oops, that was the wrong one. 2 damage. That one's got plenty. Move and attack. I think we'll do a move and attack. Oh, sort of drained. Move and attack. And they're going to attack this guy. For a 4. There you go, that's a critical, that's going to kill him. Yep, so he takes 3 damage. So that's 4 damage, so he's definitely instant death. Drained. So that swung the control of that one around. Now we're on the Feng. They've only got 1 to recruit. This one cost me 0. When you play Eye of Gleese, you may place it in an objective of a friendly unit. You may activate it without paying command. Eye of Gleese can only take attack actions. Okay. So that's a freebie then. So I'll play that there. Activate it without paying command. Can't activate it though when it's placed, so I think I have to wait on that one. If it was frontline, I'd go for it. So I'm going to say that I can't do the activation because I've just played it. You may place it in an objective of your friendly and you may activate it without command. I will only do attacks. So basically it's a battery unit. Okay, over here we'll recruit because we can. And we're done. Then we're back over here. We're tapped out. Over there we don't want to do any of that. We're tapped out. So, hope you're keeping up. We're now at control phase. They're going to get 2. And over here we've got 2, 3. Reduce the control of enemy units. So that's basically 4 versus 3. So we get 1 here. Okay, gate phase. We can cash in those 4. Flip that. Quarter of the way there. And then we can cash in those 4 and flip that a quarter of the way in. What happens when I run out of cards and run out of people? Anyway, casualty phase. They've got 2, so that's all good. Wrap up. All the drained is gone. And we get all our command points back. And we get a card. Artifacts going all the way right. Have a card. Swap the play token. You nearly need to deal with him. And we're back again. So what do we got? Hound is elite. During the control phase, the printed control is equal to the highest control of the enemy unit in the Hound's location. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, why don't we start with basics? Let's attack with this. It's for free. And then we can see how other things lie. So we'll attack for 4. That's pretty good. They'll defend for a 3. So that's 5 versus 5. So we'll do 1 damage. So that one's going to be dead. But not yet. Okay. Then it's Tiracorp. Do we want to attack? Yeah, I think we should. This one should attack before it dies. And it's going to attack. Let's go for the easy one. It's going to cost us. And you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. For attack, so that's going to be 5 versus 2. So that's going to take 2 damage. And it damages a unit, so it gains an artifact. Ka-ching. Feng. I got burnt by, I don't need any control, so I might as well just use my control to step over there, take control of that one. And of course, what I would do of this side is I would then spend 2 and I would do a move. Oh yeah, you're drained and you're drained, aren't you? I would do a move there and with my second action attack. Oh, that's survivable. Oh, there we go. 5 versus 4. Okay, and then we're going to have front line for 3. I think we do need another tank. So it's going to cost me. Actually, no, it's not. I'm going to do this other tank because it's only 2, and I can get that one. So that's there for the moment. He attacked, so he's drained. Sorry about that. Now it's their turn. I'm going to do another move and a move to regain control. because I want the free artifacts. We're not happy about that, so I think we're going to give this one away, and we'll do a move attack on that one. We get a 2, and we get a 2. So it's 4 against 3. We do 2 damage. We're drained, but that will stop that happening. Over here, we've got 1 command. Oh, that would be... No, I don't want to sacrifice my own players. Oh, it's not a bad idea though, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I am going to do an orbital strike for 1 command, and I'm going to do it here. So it does 1 damage to all units at those objectives. So that one's got to get damage. That one's going to a 3, so it'll die. That one goes to a 4, which is an instant death, but it's elite, and I killed it. So I get the token. So he was going to die anyway. So at least that way I get an artifact out of him. And my second one is, I'm going to choose one. I guess I'll do it with this one, because they get 1 each. And that's both survivable. And that one moved and attacked, didn't it? So that one was drained as well, I think. Can't remember, losing track, too much talking. Anyhow, so that was them. Now we're on to these guys. We're tapped out, so that's not going to happen. These ones are completely tapped out, so nothing else is going to happen there. We get to control phase. We've got 1 versus 2, so they get 1. Here we've got 2 versus 1, so we get 2. Here we've got 1 versus 1. Nothing special happens. That's fine. We do gate phase. We've got another 4. So we flip the next bit of the worm gate, and we've only got 2 there, so that's not going to happen. Casualties. That one's dead. And we're all good. Wrap up. Get a card. Get a card. Apply a token. Full. And we're off again. This was getting really long. I'm gonna stop the video here. You've got a fairly good idea of how the turns are working, how you can move your troopies around and attack stuff. I'm going to carry on playing, obviously, and I'll probably put a comment at the end about who wins. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. This is Lost Empires, War of the New Sun, 2-player solo.